They don't have the word of faith. They don't have a category that delivers them from themselves. You know, Philippians 2:21 says something very wonderful. It says, everybody is involved in self-interest in their own things and not the things of the Lord Jesus. That's quite a verse to capture. It says, all men mind their own things, they're involved with their own problems, and they're selfish, and they do not mind the things of the Lord Jesus. So if you mind your own things, it gets worse because it finally is magnified all the time in your life, and it becomes a cycle, and it becomes a stronghold, and it becomes an area of deception. Now, the beautiful thing is when the faith takes it over. That means you believe in that area, even as you're already righteous with God. You're already righteous with God. That's not going to change, but I'm talking about experientially. You believe, as you confess, you believe, and experientially, in the area that you had a stronghold, you're now counted to be righteous because you believe that Christ took care of your stronghold. You didn't agonize to get rid of it, you believed. And as you simply believed without works, it was counted to you for righteousness. And your marital problem is resolved by the faith. And by the faith became a category or a word of faith. Now, the book of Romans in the 10th chapter says Jesus is not way up in the sky. He's not way down below. He's not way out. He's right within your heart, even in your mouth. Even the word of faith, it says, and if thou shalt confess with thy mouth the Lord Jesus, the living word, the written word, and believe in thine heart, understanding the heart, as we explained it this morning, thou shalt be delivered. The word saved means delivered. So, the Christian can be delivered by the word of faith, which is in his heart. That means implementing the grace that you understand, being motivated by the love that the Spirit has given you, and as you're motivated by love and initiate a confession through grace, you're delivered. It's just that simple. Then what happens when you're delivered? Well, the first thing you do in 2 Corinthians 8:5, they gave themselves to the Lord, then to us by the will of God. That in that area, in that stronghold, you give yourself to the Lord, and you give yourself to the others around you by the will of God. And you bear their burden in Galatians 6:2. The infirmity of their weakness, you bear it. And you enter into a divine principle of being delivered from yourself as you move out to help others. And that brings us into 15:1. We then that are strong through this process ought, and the word ought means owe, according to Barnhouse. We ought, which means ought, means to owe, to bear the infirmities of the weak and not to please ourselves. De hemais hoi dunatoi. Now, D-E-H-E-M-E-I-S H-O-I D-U-N-A-T-O-I is a masculine plural adjective in the nominative case. Dunatoi is an adjective. It describes one who now has the ability and the power to act when he didn't have that ability or power before. You see, the progressiveness of this message is very progressive. It's methodical. It's coming out well. Now, the stronghold is gone. I understand the righteousness given to me for thee faith. I enter into the unity of thee faith, and I have a category of faith for my situation, my categorical problem, and now I have the ability to act toward the weak, to do something for them. It is used to describe people who demonstrate faith, the faith, with the strong character of the Word. Through great grace. They have great grace upon